There aren't too many grand narrative-shifting decisions to be made in Ghost of Tsushima. Despite the immense amount of options available in the realms of combat and stealth, the player has no say whatsoever in story direction. However, gigantic spoilers incoming, you should have known based on the title, there is one choice this game forces you to make. At the end of our journey, after disobeying the Shogun, after killing the Khan, after disappointing our uncle, after poisoning and terrorizing our foes, Jin has one task left to undergo. He must meet with his uncle and discover what he, the Jito of the island, wants to say to Jin, a wanted criminal. To make matters worse, he wants to meet up at the spot where you two once trained together when Jin was a child, next to this beautiful lake, beneath a particularly scenic tree. And also there's a dueling ring. You see where my imagination had taken me when I saw this mission marker pop up. I've played a video game or two. I was ready for gnarly conclusion times. However, when your uncle arrives, his attitude is somber, and not necessarily vengeful. As he rides with Jin discussing the aftermath of the Mongol invasion and the ghost's fall from Samurai Grace, the two seem to be communicating well. They help a dude get his card unstuck, make comments about possible futures, and things seem like maybe they aren't headed in the direction I had assumed. Once the short ride is complete, the two take a walk through the very beautiful cemetery where many members of Clan Sakai are laid to rest, including Jin's mother and father. Here, the man who raised you reveals that you are no longer a samurai. These lands are no longer your home, and finally, most horrifically, he has now been ordered by the Shogun to kill you. Lord Shimura is honorable, kind, intelligent, stoic, and above all, loyal. I could say all the same things about our hero, the titular character, but it's what these two men are loyal to that defines them in the end. Uncle Lord Daddy Shimura is a classic samurai, loyal above all to his master and his code of honor, which is largely tied in to serving that master's wishes. To him, it does not matter that he looks at Jin Sakai as a son. What matters is that his master ordered his death. To do this is to betray his nephew, but not doing it would mean betraying his master, and at his core, betraying himself. And so this conflict, as much as neither participant wants it to take place at all, is inevitable. The duel itself goes how you would expect. It's beautiful, it's sad, it should be a bit harder for a final showdown, but perhaps that lack of difficulty just adds to my guilt when at the end, you're given the most painful choice in Ghost of Tsushima. Kill Uncle Shimura, honor his wishes and his pride as a great samurai, be the son he always wanted, at least for his final moment, or spare him. Walk away, embrace that you are the ghost now, throw away your honor, tarnish this old man's legacy, and break his heart. I said this in another video, but my first playthrough I spared him. Not because I thought it was right, or because I thought it was the most ghost-like thing to do, it was just that I didn't want to kill him. I didn't want his entire clan lineage to end the same way Clan Sakai already had. It didn't seem like it would just be a loss for Jin personally, but for the entire world. When I put the mask on and walked away, leaving the man whose life I thought I had just saved crying and broken, I felt awful. I could see that being the right choice for some people, but unfortunately only after making it myself could I tell that it was not the right choice for me. It's a complicated thing justifying killing a man by saying you wanted to make him proud, but that's exactly what I'm here to do. The entire game, for better or worse, he was a man who lived by his ideals and his way of the sword. He was willing to lose everything, his castle, his island, this war, and even his life. Uncle Shimura was willing to kill the one he loved the most in order to preserve his sense of honor. The least I could do for him in this moment is the same. I had become so invested in this world and these characters, what they would do in the now impossible future. It hurt to move on and for the game to come to a close, but even more so it hurt to make this choice.
This is what makes us samurai.
It wasn't easy, and I had to see both sides to know how I truly felt, but for me, honoring his final wish was the only thing to do. And that's how, eventually, I made the most difficult choice in Ghost of Tsushima.